And a power play chance here for the Caps. They scored on the earlier one, the only one that they have had. This one. It is Backstrom walking it on. Looks across at Ovechkin. Gets the quick tap back from Kuznetsov. Drive by Carlson. And out of play. The face-off will remain inside.
And Eddie, that's the play that's open to John Carlson because they're collapsing down low on TJ Oshie and Ovechkin. So they just open it up for Carlson. And if you don't get courageous guys getting in the lane late, they're going to get a lot of heat from John Carlson on goal.
And Cody Eakin was the guy that got in that shooting lane and needed a new stick. Because he was the guy that got in that shooting lane and prevented that chance for Carlson. With Ovechkin out there and the options that they have, Carlson can really move in a little bit if he wants.
15,000 people.
Kuznetsov tried to get it across, tipped aside by the Golden Knights and around behind the stick as well. Brandon McNabb taken on by Oshie, knocks down Eakin. Across now for it.
Yes! Woo! Run it up.
Got you picked up on it right away. The interchange with Ovechkin and Carlson. Usually it's Ovechkin on that side. Great hustle by TJ Oshie to track down a loose puck. And as Fleury moves left to right, Carlson goes upstairs. And it opens it up because Eakin should be on that side of the ice covered. You don't see any resistance because everybody's over. And the wicked slapper by John Carlson 4-0. The evil genius on the bench for Washington, diagnosing a different kind of power play for Washington, different look.
We have a great video of everyone getting mad.
Kuznetsov and Oshie come up with the assist. The third primary assist of the night for the leading point getter in the entire playoffs, Kuznetsov. Fed on through for William Carlson, laid back along by Stevenson, kept at the back by Miller, and his shot.
Oh, wow!
We're usually on that. He usually can get a great response by the goalie. So now it is Pisa with 4 minutes to go in the second period. The chant is Holtby, Holtby.
He just quietly
4 goals for the Washington Capitals on the last
Somebody
goal. And as mentioned earlier, they went a long time without getting a shot. But seem to remember what to do with it when they overcame that long gap.
I mean, honestly, he did. I would honestly give Kuzma caught. But I think because it's the high.
For the captain, and here's that great chance.
But hold on. You gotta win first.
The left hand save the Braden Holtby. He just tracked the puck so well, talking about Braden Holtby. Since the end of game number 1, he was outstanding at 2, very solid on 3. It's excellent here tonight. And I think it's for Vegas, the lack of second and third chance opportunities, Doc. Getting a chance and then being able to go right back at Braden Holtby. Just haven't been that. A lot of one and done. A lot of isolation type opportunities. You got to try to get a couple of those opportunities and get the goaltender something to think about. Nate Schmidt around to travel with that one if it was Orphan. So usually give a penalty.
We can walk far enough away that
It's just got a high stick in that Jason Reeves and no call. I did not see a signal, did you, Pierre? No call at all. Kelly Sutherland's getting an earful right now by Ryan Reeves.
Y'all want to just take Metro down there and I'll give you a ride back to Germantown because I'm not staying in the hotel with them.
Reeves comes in at a high rate of speed on Orpik. Little joust back and forth.
I'm not
want to get the puck and then the stick comes up. I don't know if Reeves from that angle helped the stick up or not.
I would get a spot somewhere that is reasonable to me.
We talked about Brooks Orpik. I mean, he's got that puck, clearly holds on to it, closes his hand on the puck, and then here comes Ryan Reeves looking to run him into the third row. This is an NBA arena, and that is normally not called then either.
And you're saying, what, Doc?
I'm not getting drunk down there.
Was that a couple of steps, or I don't? He coasted, so he didn't really take any steps, did he?
On Thursday.
A little bit of gliding there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I asked her what time she was getting off. She's not
Face
getting off.
off will come outside.
Oh, yeah, no. Well, no, she wouldn't be getting called until. Yeah.
The offensive zone for Vegas. Well, here is Schmidt getting it across, and it's ripped back in by Colin Miller. Around the squirrels for the play by John Carlson, and that one went back down. So now it is tucked. The deficit is 4. 22 minutes and change of regulation time to go. And the chore is big for these Golden Knights, who up until this series have thrived on the fact that their goaltender has made big saves and they have operated most of the time with a lead. Or when the game was scoreless prior to getting it. They normally scored first, and that hasn't happened nearly as much in terms of holding on to a lead. Ahead with this now and bringing it on is Nate Schmidt. Schmidt able to play it back to Howlett. And out of the glove of Horford is quick ahead and handled in some traffic by Ovechkin. Spikes a long one taken by Riley Smith and a shot. And that one blocked off. Another try by McNabb, and it wouldn't get through because of Carlson. Riley Smith is run into there by Wilson. William Carlson battling for it there. Poked along further and sent back ahead at 2 on one line.
Get another one. Come on.
Oh! Oh, you should show
Into the catching glove. Art Fleury, a wonderful defensive play by everyone. Alexander Ovechkin trying to get the puck back over to Evgeny Kuznetsov, and you talked about it, Doug England, with a great timing play, taking away that passing lane. Good play defensively by Tom Wilson, and a 2-on-1 from the red line in. That was a tough pinch by Brady McNabb. He didn't have any support. He was pitching down, trying to make something happen offensively for Vegas. And that's what happens when your team falls behind and they don't have a lot of confidence. Guys stray from the game plan.
I would do the same thing. It hurts nonetheless. You were invited? Yeah.
Stevenson in on this draw with William Carlson.
Respect that. They respect him. Yeah, they respect him.
And this one thrown back down and an icing.
I'm just kind of eating my words.
Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard return to star in the next chapter of one of the most exciting movies in history. Don't miss the movie event of the summer. See Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom in theaters June 22nd. Wow. Look at that out.
Oh, that's not bad. It's all centered in one area.
Yeah, everyone wants to watch. You gotta remember, this is not the NFL. All right? It's not gonna be up and down 14th Street or miles.
That's what you think. That's why she keeps saying that whole city's going to be filled. And I'm like, no.
It's like a 3-block radius. Thank you.
Why'd you pan out? Why'd you pan out?
I mean, there's still out here, but like, it looks like
I've been trying to explain this. It's not going to be like all the way to like Alexander.
Oh, don't get me wrong now. Those 3 blocks are better.
Yeah.
But
7 years in the regular season.
Assuming you win.
Yes, we're trying to be sound like
Maybe you start shaking up your lines a little bit. Maybe you break up the big 3. Arthur Stowe, Carlson, Riley Smith, just to give a different look. Get Barry drop something a little bit, a different look. Here's talk a lot about the matchups.
You make
playoffs,
sacrifices.
Stanley Cup final. Just to get a little bit of confidence.
I'm just saying, the last
Get
time I
out of
was
the game
speaking,
until it's
we're
over.
ready to cement.
You got to start getting some traction here moving forward in this series. So
Yeah, dude.
we talked to Gerard Gaunt this morning, Doc, about that, about not being hesitant. And he doesn't want to change up his lines, but again, when you're having a difficult time and you're not playing the way that you have to have success, sometimes you got to start, putting those numbers and names in the mixer and whatever combinations come out. You just never know. You might catch that lightning in a bottle and get a line that gets you a goal or two, and you get back in this hockey game.
used the same lineup the
Yes,
first three
Gomez
games.
was
The
driving
only
the
change
matchup.
tonight was David Perron came out and Tomas Tatar came in. And Tatar did play for Detroit earlier this year, and against Braden Holtby and against the Capitals scored 4 goals in 2 games against Washington. And with the goaltender tonight that he is facing tonight, and Braden Holtby, like the smart coaching of Barry Trotz here, making sure he has 2 centers on the ice, Eller and Backstrom, breaking up lines as Eddie was talking about in a positive way. Rana not on the ice.
I bring it to the question. Justin Bieber walked in, but somehow I summoned no way. They're giving their take.
Battled around in this directed across by Oshie. Battled for there and pitched into some traffic by Miller. Came on back to him again, and he skied one that went up into the mesh.
13 reasons why.
It is easy to stray ahead and think about such things when you talk about players, but it is a rare thing to be in a Stanley Cup final and think about a coach who is a free agent. In essence, that's the case with Barry Trotz, as his contract has not been dealt
Oh
with.
my God, I hate my fucking
Maybe
life.
after these playoffs are over here locally, because it is not extended once the playoffs are over. He's a free agent.
Cha-ching,
They put
cha-ching,
dress
cha-ching.
code on
Every
graduation
game,
party.
as is the case with John Carlson and Jay Beagle and some others whose contracts are up, and it always helps to be described with that
So
nickname,
we gonna talk about this because
Stanley Cup champion. And the certain one right now is Stanley Cup final for anybody whose contract is up. But we are talking about cash here, and that's the wrong thing right now.
We should wear caps though. Like we shouldn't do not let you in. Apparently they're coming straight.
The bouncer to center. Nichols worth
All
to
I know is
go.
what Karen told me.
Through 40 minutes, it is 4-6. The home team.
Doctor made mention about Gerard Gallant looking at his lines, changing them up. To me, 4-0 game. This guy's played a lot of hockey, as you mentioned. To me, I would give him the rest of the night off.
Oh yeah, put that on the back burner.
Put on Raw.
We gotta have some Monday Night Raw in on
Okay.
Raw.
Coming
Oh,
up
there it is
with
with
the
the sun.
Card intermission report. Mike
Oh
Tirico.
yeah.
Not a chance.
I don't know what his opponent.
Because the last time
You know what?
I was
Is it
in that
gay?
ring with
Is he
you,
sorry? What
you
happened?
assaulted me when I wasn't
Is it
ready.
Is it?
I went to shake your hand like a man, and you squeezed it so hard you almost broke every bone in my hand. I've been debilitated. I couldn't do simple things like I couldn't even cook the organic tofu steaks that were in my refrigerator.
Love it. I love it.
Oh, Killian's all about this.
I haven't been able to do anything. I can't even hold a smile.
It's wrestling.
I can't even hold the microphone without
Like,
pain, but it doesn't bother me because I am so brilliant. I am such a genius performer that my
12
brain
seconds ago.
never
This match
stops
should have been a
working.
flat cap on a pole match. whatever
Never.
that means.
My brain never stops scouting my opponents. So this past week, I've gotten some great insight into who Bobby
I
Lashley
just
is.
want to know if he's
Get
gay.
that with a little tool I like to call Instagram.
How many boys have I left?
Yeah, we love the brand. Yeah. Yeah, well, it turns out our good friend Bobby Lashley just loves to post these inspirational
What
quotes
the fuck
on
am I watching?
Instagram. Yeah. If you'll indulge me, please, on the Tron, I've taken the liberty of preparing. Look at this one. This one's great. Okay. They told me to think outside the box. I showed them
Can you get any more abs?
there is no box.
There's no box.
I mean, right? I mean, that is deep, man. That is poetry. That is almost Sami Zayn levels of poetry. I mean, close, but not
You know what I've been
quite.
saying? Back
Hey,
in my
put the
day,
other one up. Put the other one up. The other
one.
one's a doozy. Oh, I love this. Hey, apply for that job. Date that person. Buy that plane ticket. Move to that city. Do all the things that scare you because they are worth it.
Yeah, that one.
Bobby, I gotta tell you, that one hit me right here, man. No, I'm serious. That one actually really, that was really personal to me because I feel like for a very long time there's a lot of things that I wanted to do in my life, and I just felt like I couldn't do it because fear was always holding me back, Bobby. But now I feel like I could do anything thanks to you and your Instagram post.
Let's go, Cavs.
I mean, come on, this is good stuff. This is good. In fact,
RKO out of nowhere.
too good. Yeah.
So when
See,
did they wrestle?
most of these simple Texas folks,
It's drama. It's so
wrestling. They're wrestling. Yeah, the pay-per-views.
they would read these posts and just think, oh, okay, Bobby Lashley's just a genuinely good person and he just wants to spread a positive message. But when you're an intellectual like me, this makes you dig deeper. And so that's exactly what I did. I logged into one of my many anonymous Instagram accounts, and I sent Bobby a DM as a fan, just thanking him for these inspirational quotes. And instead of just replying with a personal response, he sent me a copy and pasted link. And when I clicked that link, it took me to this webpage.
That's the guys up top.
Can you believe the ego?
Yes.
The narcissism. He sent me to his own fan club.
I just want this to end.
Where, hey, surprise, surprise, for only $19.99, I could get a Bobby Lashley headband. Hey, and for only $39.99, I could get a Bobby Lashley t-shirt. Don't you see what's going on here?
This is horrible.
It's all a ruse, man.
It is.
It's all cash
This is a
grab.
train
He's
wreck
just
that I
trying to
can't
get one
believe.
over on every single one of you the way he's trying to get one over on me. Well, I'm sorry, Bobby. I am too smart to fall for your tricks.
We're talking about their Instagram posts. Stupid.
Where are you going with all this, Cindy?
Oh, shit.
They're
I
letting
mean, where are you going? Where are you
Oh
going?
my God,
Where are
he
you
sounds like
going?
the guy in Beverly Hills Cop 2. You gotta stop talking like
What do you
that.
think? I see that you're, hey, Sammy, I see that you're stalking my Instagram account. How many of these little burner accounts do you have, Sammy?
Oh, man, it was-
Sammy, I thought that you would at least have the decency to come in here
I like it.
and face me face to face.
He's jacking up. I want him to see like the Hulk.
Ah.
The
I'm sorry, Bobby. I don't talk face to face with liars, Bobby. If that is even your real name.
It's Robert, actually.
Sammy, you know, in all these stories, I don't know if I should laugh with you, laugh at you, or feel sorry for you. I see that you're. Where are you going? I understand that you're trying to hype our Money in the Bank match, but Sammy, I would appreciate it if you didn't do it at the expense of my reputation.
seriously, people watch this.
Reputation? Your reputation? Bobby, everything about you is a lie.
45 seconds in.
Everything. These Instagram posts, the motivational posts, that stupid fake smile you've got plastered on your face all the time. It's all one big lie. Everything about him is a lie. Everything about you is a lie, Bobby. Do you even really have sisters? Do you? Oh, hey, were you even in the army?
Probably not.
Oh, did I hit a nerve?
Oh,
Did I hit a nerve? Oh, wait a minute. So
Looks like something might happen. Like 10
maybe, just maybe, you never even actually served your country. That was just another one of your lies.
Oh, the champ's not gonna like that.
Champ.
Yeah.
Pretty sure his bicep is still moving.
My man is about to explode out of that shirt.
He just flexes his titties and the shirt rips off.
And the headlights are out. This is not good.
Really, he's really upset about it.
See, that's how we said all this so far away, but the guy can't actually get to it.
Why wouldn't you just leave with that? Like walk out?
Because that's not
You
entertaining.
didn't go to the army. You have to hear him
I
now.
think Sami Zayn just crossed into territory
That's
he's
it?
not going to be able to come back from. Take it from me, ladies and gentlemen. Bobby Lashley did serve his country. He did serve the United States Armed Forces. And Sami Zayn, once again, take it too far here tonight. And the question, Corey, is this. Why does Sami Zayn continue to do this with Bobby Lashley when he knows in 2 weeks he's got to step into a ring with the man at Money in the Bank? I'm not a doctor, but I'd have to chalk this up to the vertigo. I mean, yes, Bobby Lashley's Instagram might be incredibly basic, but at the end of the day, Lashley is a bad human being. Sammy better know what he's doing. Well, Lashley and Sami Zayn will meet in 2 weeks at Money in the Bank. We also have a couple of other big matches in Chicago. Match kicking off Monday Night Raw. Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins, the Shield reunited tonight without Dean Ambrose, who's out with an injury, against Elias and Jinder Mahal. Once again, Sunil Singh would factor in, launching himself into the arms of the big dog, but Jinder Mahal would come to the rescue of his friend and launch Roman right into the steel ring stairs, leaving Rollins solo in the ring with Elias. Yeah, then Seth Rollins would turn his attention to Sunil Singh, who again continues to come to an aid of his buddy Jinder Mahal. But this distraction here would allow Elias to capitalize DDT to the chair and the already injured neck of Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins certainly less than 100% entering the match tonight. Probably a little bit worse off. Elias delivering swept away to the Intercontinental Championship. Big victory heading into Money in the Bank. And a huge statement made for Money in the Bank when Elias looks to gain his first singles championship here in WWE. Elias takes on the Architect, the Kingslayer, Seth Rollins with the Intercontinental Championship on the line at Money in the Bank. And also at Money in the Bank.
They need to find a way to start to build some confidence in this series. It's gone away in the last 2 games, and there's no question they've had their chances. The only goal they got so far tonight was in the warm-up. That was by Marc-Andre Fleury, and then it's been bad bounce and missed opportunities from that point on. Riley Smith with a great chance in front. Tuck with the tip from Holla. That's off the goalpost, and more of that is
he's so amazing.
Janesville's going to get that 9 out of 10 times. And this one just can't ring the post end out there. March show, the cocky one makes a very uncharacteristic shot wide. I mean, there was either bad luck, lack of confidence, or just who knows. But it's not going the way for the Vegas Knights, and they're going to have to find a way to zip this around.
He senses my superiority and he is threatened. Roman thinks there's this imaginary conspiracy against him, when in fact he's been given opportunity after opportunity.
Wait, go back.
That's just
back.
not an
I want
average.
to see if this is going to be any better.
Just exactly why he speared me through that wall, taking me out of the Money in the Bank ladder match.
Look at this idiot behind him. This is hype.
But there's something
Look at that rail of arms.
the winds are shifting, and soon Roman will find the storm is coming.
All right, Jinder. Well, thank you so much. And I do believe that there is someone who has a response to your comments, and he's standing by with Renee Young. Roman, what's your reaction hearing Jinder just say that you're bitter and that you feel threatened?
I'm bitter and threatened by Jinder Mahal.
Jinder.
Jinder must have forgotten who I am and what I've done around here. Maybe you should go back and check my resume. Matter of fact, why don't we check Jinder's? What exactly has Jinder done around here lately? Exactly, Renee. Nothing. All Jinder does is walk around here and expect to be handed everything. Wait. I expect to be handed everything?
Talk to each other in the ring and then wrestle.
They're probably really like.
How dare you disparage my name when you would never say it to my face? Jinder, shut your mouth.
What do they do?
You want me to come say it to your face?
Okay.
That's not a problem, Jack, because I know you're still in this arena. So you just stay put, and I'll come shut your mouth for you. This is what I said.
It's a little tiny.
No, they're going to go meet up with each other in person and stare longingly into each other's eyes.
Roman Reigns is seeking out Jinder Mahal. the kind of guy he is. You call Reigns out, he's going to come find you.
Jinder Mahal has put up for shut-up time here.
See, nothing
Had a
was
lot
better
of
in the
big
day
things to
when
say
you
about the
just
big
last
dog
week
Roman
was
Reigns,
so
and Reigns is
running
looking
out
for
of nowhere,
Mahal
stuck
here.
somebody for no reason at all.
And Roman's found him. Reigns and Jinder Mahal back in the locker room area. Mahal said he's singing along Reigns.
Oh my God, they're fighting! Oh my God!
Here in the locker room area. These two men are to win. These two men destroy one another before we get the money in the bank. And again, Jinder Mahal is one of these guys that continues to push Roman Reigns. Roman, a man who's already speared Jinder Mahal through a wall, and now the attack here tonight in Houston. That's similar to the Sami Zayn Lashley situation. I don't know why Jinder keeps poking the bear, poking the big dog in this situation. It's going to end up badly for the.
It's a show of bouncing where he just throws people out there.
You got to jump on it. I mean, Jinder can work with the superstar shake-up. He wants to make the biggest name for himself possible. And I just don't know Roman's the guy.
Watching this. This is still on the television.
Time now for 6-woman tag team action.
The following contest is a 6-woman tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Columbus, Ohio, Alexa Bliss.
By Peter Fury, the former Raw and SmackDown Live Women's Champion, Alexa Bliss. And tonight, Monday Night Raw is presented by Xfinity, America's best internet provider. Alexa Bliss in a 6-woman tag team matchup. As Raw continues here.
Turn the camera! Turn the camera!
In his lifetime, he'll told hundreds of times. That's why he needs a tailored
You don't hear
recipe
them
for
calling the 6-man tag team. They only use that fucking phrase for these women who look like they're fucking
There are
porn
multiples
stars.
on the
And
table.
then
One
it's
is
Alexa
Bliss.
Bliss.
and a whole lot of people.
I fucking died.
Motives like Chicken Wings with complex sex. Understand the details and will prove that his scheme is a hit by America's largest mortgage lender.
And Survivor Series, there's 5-on-5.
There it is, Dan. Send that viral. They're going to become a scam.
So you're going to click that later. I'm going to show you how to do that.
A little.
Yeah, it's good.
I could
whatever.
stress with some Zen gardening.
I know that.
You don't have to worry about homeowners insurance.
You heard it. You want to be
You still have the homeowner's insurance? Good to know.
My name's Alexis Bliss. Who? Nobody wants Bliss. Nobody wants. Not from Alexa.
These fast food meats that won't make a mess, just kick and
I'm going to
roll.
get plenty of
New Icy Hot Lidocaine No
Max.
Mess. Max strength lidocaine penetrates quickly to desensitize aggravated nerves.
No mess. Fast food. New Icy Hot Lidocaine, no mess.
Actually,
Here's
Pat,
to
it would-
pizza.
Pat, it would actually
Here's
be
the
two
$7.99
pieces.
large two-topping pizza. And to our delivery cat.
You guys see the
Double checking your
picture of Bryce
order
Harper?
before it hits the road, so you
I
get
posted
exactly
on
what you
Facebook.
want. Here's to all the ways
He's back.
no one out-pizzas the hunt.
Oh, it's sad. Bryce Harper.
Toyota has been awarded the best resale value of any brand. Because when it comes to holding value, nobody does it better than Toyota. In fact, Toyota owns the top 3 spots of all vehicles ranked by KBB. With
She'll be there at the end of the night because she's probably the biggest draw.
Should be the last one.
parts with legendary reliability. We build Toyotas to last, which saves you money. That drives us. What drives you? Toyota. Let's go places.
Feed the dream. Have a trade with nail salons and take
No,
care of
we're
my
gonna give it to Obi.
No, you weren't for it.
I think it's gonna go home.
They mess with you.
I think it's gonna go home.
I'm telling you, I'm not saying Obi first year takes the World Cup.
Yo,
Just because it's the minority, I mean, just because it's one time it happens.
Hey,
No, but I'm not saying
USA's must-watch movie all this month on demand.
I'm telling you, it will go to Obi.
You must have bumped your head on the non-existent bumper.
The Cromarties, an all-new episode, Tuesday at 10:30 on USA.
Oh shit!
I got now. Buy now. So Dave, Thursday, then you want me to wait?
Stop showing Ron Rousey in the back.
But is Ronda Rousey ready for Nia Jax?
Get that man out of the ring.
Nia Jax, the baddest woman on the planet, Ronda Rousey, on a collision course for the championship. As always, WWE Network is free
Well,
for
no, I was going to try to see if we might find someone else.
It's not already
And meanwhile, at Money in the Bank as well, we'll have the women's tag match. Money in the Bank title match. Alexa Bliss, one of the 8 women involved in that matchup.
I was just ready PG. I just want to see her. Wait, they didn't even enter the But you got the 8 fighters.
That is not an ideal wrestling outfit. That is also not an ideal wrestling outfit.
Well, actually, have you seen some of the like the
five-time women's champion. But how could Sasha and Bliss get along on the same team here tonight? Well, Sasha just needs to listen to what Bliss says. But we all know Sasha Banks is a terrible friend, even worse teammate.
Like how they did what did they do during the whole first? I at least want to see the answer. Watch
What are you supposed to be?
Vegas rolling night.
oh shit, I'm at the wrong event.
Their taxi partner from Dallas, Texas, Ember Moon.
Ember Moon, along with her teammates Sasha and Alexa Bliss.
By the way, Danny, on the way to third period.
By bouncing puck is
Wow,
kicked
we
along in
actually watched
traffic
that.
and forced along by the stick of Matt Niskanen.
It sounded worth it to me. Out there, it sounded like quality. He's good. When you're out there, you missed the entrance.
Beginning with Game 6 against Tampa Bay in the conference final, 169 shots on Braden Holtby. Can get along. These three women can. Ruby in the middle. It was a shutout too. Our man Benny's pretty good with the abacus over there. He is. Washington Capitol scouts are pretty good at selecting players as well.
Actually,
Holtby, one of their prime choices out of the Saskatoon Flames organization many moons ago. Their scouting staff at the pro and amateur level done a great job at the Capitals. When ricocheted off Wilson back in, and then is hoisted back out again by John Carlson, gloves down by Nate Smith.
I'm still going to get you
And then on out, but
No, you're not.
blasted it back in.
I told Fallon I got you today. That's American. I know.
Yeah.
This is fed back across for a shot by Tuck that is blocked down defensively by Kempney.
Got a slash?
And a penalty is going to be coming up as Ovechkin was denied the use of
Riot spot. Riot spot.
I mean, technically, as you said before, Corey, Sasha won. And I know Ruby's got to feel some type of way looking at Sasha across the ring tonight. She's going to prove something here tonight, and she starts things off with
Oh, yay, I did move. Yay.
Should speak to this as a player. I can tell you as a former coach, players lose confidence, and players are starting to scramble, and they understand how important the situation is. They stray. And this is one of those deals right now for Vegas. They got to do something right to get it back on the track here. Because right now they're not playing to their characteristic of being a real solid team.
During the intermission, I want to watch hockey.
2 for 2 on the power play are the Capitals. To the back it comes to Carlson. All the big guns are out there. This one kicked off of Oshie. Flicked along though by Ovechkin. Pretty good hit by McNabb, and that freed the puck up, and it's cleared back down. So it is Carlson bringing it back. Dropping it off now for Nicholas Backstrom. Backstrom fed it through, gliding back on Kuznetsov. Kuznetsov a shot that is sealed up by Fleury, and play halted. We were talking earlier about the glorious year that has belonged to Vegas. Well, what about the Caps? Pretty special. They won their third straight division title after they only won 10 of their first 20 games. But after losing 9 of 10 playoff series against Pittsburgh, Wiley E. Coyote finally got the Roadrunner with the Acme roster. And then the Capitals got to the conference final, and like all their series this spring, they fell behind. But then on the strength of those two back-to-back shutouts in Game 6 and 7, they won it. And you could really sense the belief, after all the years of disbelief here in Washington, come through the fan population. Backstrom to Oshie to Ovechkin. Ovechkin holding and floating it across. Backstrom took over there. Then to the side of the net, it is slipped back down and must be fielded and kept right on the blue line by Carlson. Dropped back in Kuznetsov. Oshie reaching. Banked one that kicked right back to him. It's been that kind of night on bouncing. Now Backstrom yet again. 45 seconds to go on the power play. Early stages, third period, Game 4. Fleury able to turn that Kuznetsov try away. Reaching for it, Backstrom, getting it as Kuznetsov with some time. Kuznetsov just drifted. Then went across. Ovechkin tried to make something out of it and banned on it. And then this is cleared, but kept along by Carlson. He dishes it right back across again, and it's Backstrom. Then Carlson, then Backstrom once more. Ovechkin has moved back to the top now. Backstrom working one. They tried to get it across to Carlson again from Kuznetsov, and Fleury blocked it. Got Carlson right at the lip of the crease, and the pass would not get to him. Oshie a shot, and that one rattled just wide. Came back along now for Carlson. Hit to Oshie, back in deep Backstrom. Backstrom floated it around the boards. Kuznetsov got it. Penalty time up. And a shot was right over the shoulder of Fleury. 2 shots on the power play. We get a stoppage of play and a penalty coming up. And the call is a trip. And it will be a Capitals penalty. And so, down 4-0 here in the third. The Golden Knights are going to get a power play. Evgeny Kuznetsov, watch to the right side of your screen right here on Erik Haula. He just trips him right down. And he's not going to get away with that one. He knows that's not a good penalty there. Kuznetsov, that unit was out there.
After 5 games that they've played, they've scored only
The full 2 minutes.
goals, and they've been shut out 3 times.
Yeah, they're not doing too well.
Jay Beagle will try to win the faceoff from William Carlson. It is helped along by Brooks Orpik and can be played back down. Power play is 0 for 3. They've generated 5 shots of their total of 23 on this power play, but stirring it up is Jay Beagle. And coming up with it is Theodore, connects back on. William Carlson with a pass that came across to Marchessault, but Beagle got in the way of that pass, slowed things down a bit. Stepping to it is Stevenson, and he's able to chop it back out. 30 gone. Back ahead, Marchessault. Run into there by Orpik after he played it back in, and this is one-handed to Orpik, and he is able to safely clear. After it is Theodore. After him is Wilson. He nicely shakes away from him and leads this with a pass ahead. William Carlson on the top, and he banks it back in. John Carlson got it on, and it's lifted back out by Wilson.
No, but in fairness, I really do like Mike back there playing defense for Wilson.
1 minute to go on the power play. No shots on this for the Golden Knights yet. Schmidt dropped it back, carried back on by Haula. Haula back on to James Neal, shook it on back, and it's Schmidt with it. Returning it on to Neal. Got it on now for him. Save made by Holtby on a quick shot by Tomas Tatar. That one is blocked loose, but is passed away to the corner by John Carlson. Retrieved though. Haula dueling there with Orlov, and it is fired back around and out. 25 to go on the penalty kill by the Caps. Schmidt dropped it back. Lugged back on by Haula. Handed back up now to Tatar. And Tatar got it across to Neal. Rattles it on around, and Haula waiting, but he allows it to go back to Colin Miller. Miller then to Haula. Miller, who can bring it at 105 miles an hour, gives it back on to Haula. Working side of the net to Neal. He scores! A roof shot by James Neal, and it is 4-1.
The penalty had expired by the time he let the shot go.
A quick developing play. As Neal takes one step and throw those hands towards the crossbar. And right under the arm of Braden Holtby. Tatar had a great chance, as you picked up on Doc a little bit earlier on that power play. Really the best look that they had with the man advantage.
That's when he waits.
And then Neal
Punched him or pushed him.
gets Vegas on the board here in the third.
It is Holtby tapping it along. John Carlson to get it there. Belmar fought ahead. Now Smith Pelly. Fourth line against fourth line, and an icing is going to be called against the Capitals, and so an offensive zone face-off coming up for Vegas. In the history of the Stanley Cup playoffs, there has only been one occasion where a deficit of 4 or more has been met in the third period, and that was that same miracle of Manchester in 1982 when Edmonton led by a score of 5-0 in the third period, but the Kings from Los Angeles tied it and won in overtime. 4,375 playoff games, and only once has that happened. But we've said once an awful lot with Vegas this year. Let's see. The Caps have been pretty good. But Vegas has had some magic going in other games. And they have had some offense tonight. They just haven't been able to get much in the way of luck. This summer, Dale Earnhardt Jr. joins the NBC NASCAR broadcast team. Same Dale knew you. It all starts July 1st, live from Chicagoland. He was here today in our pregame and intermission shows. It is a type of racing that occurs in Chicago that Eddie Olczyk will be learning more about. Probably. There's another kind that he knows a lot about, and that will take him to the New York area. It involves living and breathing mechanics. And John. Ahead now comes Reed, trying to get by. Ahead now is thrown back in by Ovechkin. Giving on back now for Juice, and the shot deflected right into Fleury to stop. Back up come the Golden Knights, and this one is back up the wing now. Can be controlled, but not work further by Tatar. Here's Juice ahead. Now on comes Carpenter. Carpenter crosses to the slot, and a shot and bumped back into the goal crease was Holtby, but everything has barricade.
What's still going on? Oh my God!
This has turned into a no-win situation for Banks. Oh, going to kick out at 2. Oh! Now goes to Bass. Cover again. Morgan hits both and a count of 2.
Definitely kicked her in the face.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I believe that.
For the Riot Squad here. Here's how Luke Morgan backs right back into the Riot Squad's corner. Cut the ring in half. Hold your will. Logan's legal. Oh, look out! Here comes Banks. Oh, takes out both Wyatt and Logan. Yeah, but Banks Ackerman first. Sasha's in a bad way right now. Sasha didn't make a tag. The problem is there's nobody tagged.
Thank God he had that letter title.
And here comes
A new challenger enters the ring.
What's he doing? Well, Bailey's in mood, and Bailey's on fire. He's not even in the gas. This is a travesty. Bailey to belly. Cover on Logan.
Sasha Banks is a
Wait a minute. How
How is this legal? I'll tell you how. It's not. Otunga did claim to have a law degree. Bailey wasn't even involved in the match.
Hey, as long as it was approved.
Who's this, Orion? All right, anyways.
This is Brian McClellan, the current general manager of the Capitals. He's 17 years in the organization, his 4th year as GM. And here are the two of them together as teammates in All-America selection at Bowling Green.
I talked to George Rixby this morning about this particular picture. He said he saw it and said, we look a little lightheaded.
Okay. Well, it was, you have classes in midday and in the afternoon, and the only time you get together for the pictures at 8 in the morning, I guess that's when you have to be there.
Maybe they just showed up and took the picture.
Off this face-off, it's dropped unfairly, and so they will do it again. And it'll be, Neal and Wilson not behaving as well as the linesmen want them to, and so they are parted and will jaw at one another a bit, and then we'll get it conducted legally between Kuznetsov and Howell. 12:51 to go, third period. The deficit for the Vegas Golden Knights is 3. Tipped on back for a hurried shot that is wide from Tuck and got to glass. Sent behind John Carlson there, rattled it back off, kept by Colin Miller, brushed a bit by Wilson, and the puck careened out of play.
Tough play for Miller. He was on his offside. Right-handed shot on the left side, and Wilson just bull rushed him there to make sure he had no time to make the play. Face-off was straight to the inside the defensive zone of the Capitals. Is face-off to the right of Braden Holtby. There's those pressure points that you have to recognize when you're in your own zone.
Sent to the back for a shot by Colin Miller, right back out in front. John Carlson had some help there from Jay Beagle. Kick back along off. And pass James Neal, dropping back further there and swerving one across was Kuznetsov. Sent back ahead, and Wilson had a collision there. And when I saw Tuck jerk his head back, I didn't know whether there might have been a stick or whether he was just in the sales mode. There is a good deal of that does go on in the city. So back with this now is Theodore. 12:10 to go in the 12:10 to go here in the third. And back to play this one now is Niskanen.
Alex Chiso!
Niskanen with a pass on to Oshie, and then across the wall. Retrieved by Ovechkin and just scaled back in deep.
Just hit by James Neal on Matt Niskanen as he moved that puck up.
Sent too far and back down, and it will become a nice.
Get on up here, son! Thanks for trying.
They play to the hour. Whistle to whistle. Niskanen lets it go, and
it's so accurate.
Neal gets a piece of him. And then here's that play. Tuck.
That would be the biggest thing we've ever done.
Into the face. He's got to be in control of your stick. And he wasn't on that play.
Onto the back now, and it's Orlov, a shot that is Backstrom, and it goes wide. And now it's straight back over Backstrom, a shot that got the glass. So it is Orlov picking his way free, walking right back in with it and drifting. Orlov backhanded it back down. Verona is there, but he could not take it. Marching back up with it, William Karlsson gives it on to Smith, then back to Karlsson again, and a shot is steered up high and out of play by Niskanen.
Well, Dmitry Orlov with the quick shot. And the great hand-eye coordination there from Nicholas Backstrom as Fleury's leaning right, just goes past that far post. Fleury anticipating it at a certain speed and a certain angle, and then it changed direction about 5 feet out. Close call there for Vegas.
Has Orlov scored this series at all? Not in the finals. I don't think so. I think the last time he scored was against Tampa in Game 6 or Game 5.
Knights control. Given across by Theodore. One-timer by Miller, and that ricocheted wide. Work to the front, but now it is Burakovsky to start it back up for the Capitals. Cut off there by Theodore, shaking back ahead. Capitals, in the second period, came up with only 4 shots on goal. They have gotten only 4 here in the third. But in this closely contested third period that is nearly halfway over, the Golden Knights have only had 3. But here is Tatar handing it back. Theodore with it there. Theodore with a shot that went off the skate of Jason Watt. Working it away now as he get on back to Theodore. Theodore in a drive by Miller that went off the stick of Connolly. Shoved off now. Was eaten by Orpik, and Orpik is able to outlet a pass on to Eller. Eller able to drop one along that goes out of play into the bench area of the Golden Knights.
A heck of a job there by Brett Conley to get in that shooting lane. A lot of interchanging going on. Ty Vegas in the offensive zone, trying to cause some confusion. Love the thought process. Miller over on that left side. Conley gets right in the shooting lane. That's the story of the Capitals series after game one. Their shot block and their end zone coverage and their goaltending has been outstanding. And it's a commitment from every guy. It's not one or two guys, it's every guy. And it started with Ovechkin.
The panic factor, not necessarily in the guys that can't play, but the ones who play despite it. As you look back over a season and a playoff, as icing is called, that involves 6.5 months of a season plus the playoffs. You consider the regular season, how many hits and how many blocks and all of that. And then the playoffs, it goes up. Look at the average, the second column in the playoffs of hits and the times that you are hit. And the increase once you get to the playoffs. If you were to add up all of those total hits that you get and that you receive, and the number of shots blocked, these two teams together would have felt 13,000 of them in the season and playoffs. The training staff is very important to these two teams. Here's a shot by England. This came back over and is near Tuck. Tuck fires it around behind. Tuck able to nicely take his own pass and angle it, but right into the path of Wilson, and then it's cleared back off of him by John Carlson, and Carlson settles it down now. As we are past the halfway mark of the third period, the deficit for the Golden Knights is still 3. Locked back in by Kempney, paddled away by Marc-Andre Fleury, and up the board. Where it is handled by Orpik and right back in. Spiked away by Fleury, and stepping to it now is Spiza. A log jam of players and officials. Stepping away the official, the players are able to get it settled down, and the Golden Knights are able to drop it back in. Moving in for this now was Nosek, tried to step by, but in the way was Smith-Pelly. The rugged winger saw this played back up, noted to Nate Schmidt. Schmidt able to step by one and fed one to the slot, but that poked away by the stick of Orpik. Gathered in by Belmar, put right in the path of Orpik, and he's able to speed it to center, and then it's popped out of play near the Vegas bench again. 8:51 to go, third period, and it is
getting it fucking paid this
to be up here. Over the years, I've had the honor and the pleasure.
Oh my God, did he lose weight?
And I got to tell you, those Special Olympic athletes inspire me to work harder and be a better person.
Is that what this is? Yeah. I'm not sorry.
You see, the Special Olympics athlete truly embodies what it means to show love and support. And I'm proud to stand by their side.
Probably playing it up, but still. Like, made a big deal about him. I'd rather watch him commercials.
Could you imagine if, like, one of
This Judge Quiet
comes down
with about 335 turbocharged horses. The Lincoln MKX, more horsepower than Lexus RX 350, and a quiet interior. Much to admire.
For a limited time, get 0% APR on the Lincoln MKX. Plus, get $1,000 bonus cash.
Why do we use only real ingredients at Chipotle? Because real tastes better. And we like the stuff the grill makes. Oh yeah, that's gonna be good.
You're in the business of helping people. We're in the business of helping you. Business funding to help make a difference. Another way we have your back. The powerful backing of American Express. Don't do business without it.
Well, there's Brett Conley, and on the right is Keelan Moxley, 6-year-old Capitals fan and a Brett Conley fan for life. He throws one puck over, trying to get it to Keelan, doesn't happen. Throws another puck doesn't happen. See, the best for last. Look at Conley. It's for you. This one's coming for you, Keelan. And Brett Conley and the Washington Capitals have a fan for life. Outstanding job.
I'm getting all that kids
Brett Conley, and look at that smile. That was in the second playoff game of this year, back in April. Ahead with us now, and shooting one that was wide was Theodore. Meanwhile, it's grabbed off by Backstrom. Well, I always ask you guys for chance-taking mode. I guess we are in it, are we?
The guys in white and green for sure.
This one is settled down now by Oshie. Oshie dragging it along further. Oshie at the outside, and then along comes Backstrom. Backstrom able to play it around to the outside, and it's Oshie, a shot. Oh, and a great save made by Fleury as he lurched to cross. Verona got it to the back Orloff there. Fed on through for Oshie, allowed it to go off his stick around the Verona. So now Riley Smith brings it back. Under 8 minutes to go. Off of Marchessault. Marchessault headed it through, but along comes Orloff. Orloff wanted to get too quick up. Marchessault with it. Marchessault had it knocked off his stick by Orloff. Brushed along by Conley. Right out to Smith. Smith scores! Riley Smith 4-2. What a beautiful pass there from Jonathan Marchessault. And then Riley Smith, patience with the puck. Looks like he's going to shoot it, and then he goes forehand, backhand, and beats Braden Holtby. Conley does not get the puck out. The play is kept in by Theodore, and then Marchessault to Smith. And it's a 2-goal deficit now for Vegas.
And Doc, you were talking about chance taking. Shea Theodore takes the chance, stays up, pinches down, and eventually Marchessault to Smith to the back of the net. And there's a whole different energy factor down here on the Vegas bench now. Guys high-fiving, talking. A lot more energy now.
And that puck's got to get out if you're Brett Conley. Just like in game one, Devontae Smith-Pelly didn't get the puck out. Puck ended up in the back of the net. Conley doesn't get the puck out. The pitch in by Theodore, and the puck ends up in the back of the net. So it is Nate Schmidt back across. Braden McNabb played it further. It is shuffled back through him, and around it goes, and Fleury steps out to get it.
And here's a different line. Hollow, Reeves, and Neal. So Gerard Gallant trying to get into the blender right now, and he finds a different combination to get some offense.
Neal played that back in. No icing on the play. Kuznetsov dropped back to hand it over for John Carlson, and then back ahead. Sparred for, and then run into was Wilson, that time by Reeves. And Reeves roughs it up there with Wilson and comes back at it. And the two of them are standing eye to eye and pawing at one another. A linesman is in between. And play is stopped, and both of them will go to the box.
Oh, come on! What he wants to do is to get Wilson off the ice and get into some 4-on-4 hockey. This started right all off the face-off. And Wilson was trying to stay out of it so he didn't get an extra penalty. Good hit there by Reeves. Ovechkin takes a piece of McNabb, and then Reeves goes right back at him. And the official just say, you know what, I'm not going to give anybody a power play here. Both players get a shot.
Yeah, these guys have danced before. And that's the thing, you know, it carries over. You know what Reeves is trying to do, and you know what Tom Wilson's job is now with a 2-goal lead. St. Louis and Washington in 2013 getting after one another. And here they are again, little rematch. A year later.
The average size in this league is 6'1", 201. Reeves 6'1", 224. Wilson 6'4", 218. Anyway, here is Theodore. Driving it now. Theodore 2-1 and out the outside of the frame. Played back along further and onto the back. Theodore again. Along it comes for a shot by Tucko, and it got the glass. And they're hoping for a penalty on the Capitals as down went Holtby. Meanwhile, this comes back out the center. Play continuing now. It's jammed on off of Backstrom, walked on by Oshie. Oshie comes back to retaliate on Miller.
Yeah! Fuck you! Yeah! Thanks, Reeves. Fuck yeah.
Remember the reverse hit the other night at James Wheeler Brooks Orchid? Watch the play by TJ Oshie. He's going to drop the puck and then hit Colin Miller. He goes down, and then Backstrom goes outside the Kennedy. No chance for Fleury.
Oh, fuck you. What a pussy.
Awareness by Backstrom, and then just stick it to the back of the net if you're Michael Kennedy. A slick acquisition by Brian McClellan, a third-round pick going to the Chicago Blackhawks for the man that they scored a goal. What a pass by
No. But more than anything else,
Nicholas Backstrom put it right in the wheelhouse. Fleury has to respect the shot.
Yeah. Because think about it, when we got him, we're all like, why the fuck would you pick up? What is that?
I think he gets elevation.
Yeah. Well, this is a great fire. Should have triple forward.
So Forsyth continues here with now the deficit back at 3 for the Golden Knights and the Capitals. Under 6.25 away, if things don't radically change. From having this at 3 games to 1.
Huge response by Washington.
Like arena football,
It's
really
Ryan for a deflection off of Orlov's stick defensively. Nate Schmidt regathers. Riley Smith has to recover at center. Out there with Theodore and Marchessault and Schmidt. Dragged back on now by Theodore. Theodore with a shot that is turned away by Braden Holtby. Then Marchessault with a shot that went wide. Coming by now is Nate Schmidt. He's able to look to the outside and then shuffle it back off. Theodore moving on. They lost it.
Come on, Elby, go! Legs! 2 Russians!
Ovechkin.
God damn it!
The whole sequence started because of Ovechkin paying attention to detail in his own zone.
It is Howland. Both teams will get a man back in 12 seconds. A little over 5 minutes to go. Rushed ahead and shuffle to the corner on the bounce, and it is Engelland closed off there by Kennedy.
Took himself out.
Howland able to turn along with it. It's whipped up the board and is touched along now by Kuznetsov. Wilson trying to get a pass away to the breaking Oshie, and a drive is eaten up by Holtby.
Wait. I want to see Reed. It looked like he was going. Yeah. I thought he was going to turn
It was
towards
4-2, but it became 5-2 on this goal.
Back to Monday Night Raw.
So what Braun Strowman was capable of earlier tonight, when he broke a ladder in half with his bare hands.
In his bare hands?
Imagine Rusev and Strowman squaring off, the amount of power in the ring.
They're fucking. You need assistance.
He's clearly taking his time. This is all mind games right here. If you ask me, I think Owens is most worried about Balor. That's why he spent so much time trying to get in his head last weekend tonight.
The interesting thing about the men's Money in the Bank ladder match, only 2
weird.
minutes to go.
Grass. Drop in the backyard.
I thought he was serious.
Hey.
Alexa
The
Bliss
Dudley brothers.
Oh my God.
suffer the same fate. That's what started the ground. The side headlock. One I was going to mention before, out of the 8 men, well, 7. Only 2 have had experience in the Money in the Bank contract ladder match. The Miz has been in 3 with a win. Kevin Owens has been in 2. The wild card in all this is New Day, who New Day will pick to represent their team. I'm going to make it my personal mission to find out which member of New Day is going to represent tomorrow night. Well, if it's Kofi, he's already been in 6 Money in the Bank contract ladder matches in his career. Big E and Xavier Woods have never been back to one. Here's a cover and a kick out by Balor.
That's what I thought.
And imagine Big E
I
bringing
really
his
thought that
power
was
in
Kane.
and still
Is
being
it?
Rusev.
We need to ask that question. Maybe it
To
is.
reinforce the ring with those 3 losses. This is a smart strategy. Vintage Kevin Owens, as you would say, Michael Cole, just wearing his opponent down, leaving all of his body weight on spin, slowing down the
I don't
press.
think a wrestler has ever
Everything
tapped out
changes
to
in
one of
2
these.
weeks because there's no pinfalls, no submit.
Pluggage in his nose. And that is from this reverse hit by TJ Oshie on Colin Miller.
Let me even plug coming out. Guys, I don't understand. I literally leaned over and went down to the ice and we walked out.
Everybody gave it up at the half boards, and it's Howlett giving it to the back. Colin Miller played it off the corner board, but it's Carlson spinning it the other way and back down, and it will be an icing.
Who's the one guy they have that just sounds like he's
Well, Eddie showed you the reverse hit by TJ Oshie.
Yeah, that's
so many
what it is.
good things by TJ Oshie in the series. There's one hit. There's some skill driving wide on Shea Theodore. How about this one through the legs, the reverse hit, and then a little bit of skill from the skate to the stick. So it's the celebration here for the Washington Capitals in Game 4. And then the University of North Dakota, awesome series to date.
Miller dropped it off, and a shot off of Holtby, and then it went wide. The try that was coming from Theodore. Sent to a vacant point. Miller tries to get back for that one.
Oh!
Ocean goes down. Meanwhile, we get a halt to play in one halfway here.
Wait, that's from earlier.
Apparently nothing.
Shit his nose. They won't call him for that.
Official thought that Miller was hurt again there, Doc. That's why he blew the whistle so quick. And it was those same two guys that came together.
Oh, yeah, you can't blame Oshie, man.
Those two guys battling for the puck. Yeah, sticks come up, arms come up.
He threw himself into it. Well, no, they're not calling anything on Oshie. They only called.
I thought they did.
No, they thought he was hurt.
Actually, he lost one of those plugs.
Oh, my face. Give me the shoulder.
Somebody give him another tampon.
And that helps keep.
Oh my God, it's really dark.
Out of the nose. Would not be allowed to play if there was any cut or bleeding.
Shot by Juice wide, turned around by Stevenson, rolled to the front. Eagle was tied up. Stevenson yet again.
He drew blood. Oh, like Greenberg Thursday night when he was pissed off because I hit him in his own face.
Then he changes of possession before it's nudged back up. Flicked along by Juice, played on back now. Winthrop Orpik. Orpik fired it off the glass and it bounced around to McNabb. A little over 3.5 to go.
I stick with him so hard.
Carpenter falls. Taken on by Juice. Played back onto Ovechkin.
Wow. Did you hear what Mikey said? Let the people on
Play, and there'll be another power play coming up to the Capitals.
Run it off! Run it off! Oh, fuck you, Schmitty!
Jimmy Kuznetsov was getting in. And then you see the quick little kick open and move there from Nate Schmidt, the former Capital D-man.
That looks like a little bit of a cell right there. Oh, yeah.
Now, memories, Tom Wilson, Derek Englund, sending a message. And for him, why it's not to retaliate.
He looks like a fish, dude.
No,
for three is this power play with 6 shots.
Roger Rabbit.
And Washington with their #1 unit out here.
Keep scoring just to make Fleury's stats look worse, you know?
Oh, dude, they're already power play.
Well, I know, but we want to make it just. I want to break his confidence.
Don't let up.
So it is Backstrom.
Oh,
Point wide from Oshie.
Step on the throat for once.
He has scored on the power play already tonight. This is fired back around. The other power play goal was from John Carlson. Doing that work with Carpenter, leaned on a bit was Oshie, shouldered by Howlett, and Howlett came up with it. Scored quickly by Kuznetsov with a little over 2.5 to go. That one swung back along, and now it is Oshie taking it back. The only other time the Capitals were in the Stanley Cup final was 20 years ago, and they lost both of their games here. And we're going to get a penalty coming up as down on the ice, and get up is Oshie.
It was Braden McNabb that was behind the play because Derek Englund took a run at Ovechkin when he shot the puck into the zone. And then McNabb.
Oh!
Behind with a cross check.
Okay, let's have a conversation about that.
That's vicious.
That's
dangerous, and that's vicious.
Yeah.
Well, there's no question that with Barry Trotz starting his
No,
unit,
this
is winning the game.
Wilson, get out here!
To that.
Nikki, grab Johnny.
They're trying to run up the
Someone
score.
go grab Donald Brashear.
Hey, you play to the end. Now the officials just got to start throwing guys out of the game now to get control. And don't think on the Vegas bench, they don't remember Oshie's reverse hit on Colin Miller.
See, in my mind, this is how last night.
And as I said earlier, Neal did it to Orbit. Yep. Back in game 3. But again, I think this all stems from the number 1 unit starting this power play.
Yeah. They give him 10 minutes.
In a 5-2 game.
Just give him misconduct.
And if you're a coach and you feel the other team is starting to take liberties on you and they're going to take penalties, well, then you know what? That's when you run up the score.
Yeah,
and you try to embarrass the other team.
No, he's saying we should embarrass them by running up the score.
I'm like, you're the one getting the penalties. He's saying if they're going to keep committing them, take liberties.
Well, they gave us a penalty.
Good job there by referee Chris Rooney and Kelly Sullivan. You start throwing guys out of the game.
No, I think Oshie got the game this time.
So it's going to be a 5-on-3 for a $113, a 5-2 game, 2:16 left to go.
Hand me my beer.
You want to see the first unit? You're going to have it except for Oshie.
I mean,
so this has gone to no mercy. Brett Conley will play the role of TJ Oshie.
but I mean, if anything, with the way how we're playing, it's probably good.
Not only not going to suspend you, but we're going to take those penalties. We're actually taking off the timesheets. She's waving on the ice.
Oh, yeah, how about that?
It back. John Carlson takes over there. Ovechkin
was it fucking Barry?
It was high and got the glass. So Backstrom gives it to Kuznetsov, then to Backstrom. Connolly peels off as it comes back to Carlson, then Ovechkin. He wanted the one-timer, but he had to kick and stop first. Working to the outside, it was off Connolly, trouble fishing it out. Chopped on further, and then jabbed back out again, and down by Theodore. 100 seconds to go in the night. The 5-1-3 goes for another 30 seconds. Kuznetsov gains the zone and breezes around with it. Looking over the traffic, Kuznetsov holds and shot one, and that deflected up high and is fielded by Carlson. Carlson just holding and dealing it back into Backstrom. Looks toward the point where Spiza was the only one there. Now Kuznetsov holding, fending off of Backstrom. Then Connolly getting out.
Won it off! And we still have a power play. That was the 5-1-3. We still have a power play. She didn't get a head rush. She can't really frog anymore. Yeah. Yeah.
Keelan Moxley. Happy that Brett Conley scored a goal on the power play 5-on-3.
That's like classic.
Like you don't do the same thing.
On the back door.
Like you would do the same thing if you had Marlins
to the short side. How about the playoff season for Evgeny Kuznetsov? Another helper, and Brett Conley taking the place of Oshie. Scoring like Oshie. 4 assists for Kuznetsov. And a minute to go.
Get another one. Embarrass them.
Thrown by Belmont.
Oh, he's on.
That was that.
Boy, Reeves just took a chop on Devontae Smith-Pelly.
Man, come on, guys.
And Ryan Reeves isn't a guy to kill penalties. And Gerard Gallant puts Reeves out there. All about setting the tone, sending a message to Game 5 back in Vegas on Thursday night. Watch this Trump coming here. All playing to be proud. There'll be some more misconduct here. This one, Reeves is gone. I saw the sign hands on hips. So there's at least a 2 and a 10. Another 5-on-3, right? Yeah, so this time they're going to hold off. You're not going to see any of the top guys. Juice, Orpik, Stevenson, Smith-Pelly, and Beagle. Hey, they give him a 2-minute penalty, Doc. I saw the hands on him too, so it's all going to be served in the shower anyway. Long toss ahead now, and it is Stevenson leading it on for Jay Beagle with half a minute to go. Get the dips on hot water. Plenty of soap. And travel time for a first game back in Vegas. And a chance for the Capitals with the Cup prison to win for the very first time in 44 years. Time for the sprint, 3 stars of the game. You're on, sir. Well, lots of options, but Evgeny Kuznetsov without question. 4 apples, 4 assists. TJ Oshie, a goal, a couple of assists. And what's Orpik? Guys made this game on the back end. Another we mentioned there, Michael Campanelli scoring a goal. They're doing a great job here with John Carlson back there.
And the Capitals are 1 win away.
One more game. Seriously, never would have fucking said that. Game 5 is going to be
Final score of the game, the Capitals 6, the Golden Knights 2. The best of 7 finals is the Capitals 3 and the Golden Knights 1. Tomorrow on Today, an exclusive interview with former Parkland School Resource Officer Scott Peterson. Join us here on NBC for Game 5 of the Stanley Cup Final, live from Las Vegas Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific. Right now on NBCSN, our post-game coverage continues. You're watching the Stanley Cup Final presented by Geico. For Eddie Olczyk and Pierre McGuire, Mike Emmerich saying good night from Old BC.